Hello everybody, my name is Connor and I am here with our first Demon Slayer Union Arena game. I am playing the Purple Muzan deck and my opponent, who is one of my besties, is playing the Yellow Tanjiro Nezuko deck. It's a bit of the starter decks kind of smushed together with a little extra sauce, so we were doing some testing to see if we could find something for him with the cards we had to play for our tournament. So this is after our pre-release, and yeah, man, I'm really enjoying this deck. That yellow card I have is my only proxy. The only one available in our community is the $80 one, and I am not ready to drop $80 on this deck. So yeah, nobody minds that I am playing with a proxy. I will probably print one out soon, but yeah, we end up dropping 0 cost, and then my opponent is dropping, his 2 Nezukos to start getting his energy generation, and we drop the Muzan that lets us search the top 5 for a lower ranked demon. I'm very love and hate with this card. There have been a couple of games where I've ended up bottom decking my Muzans with this card, which is a bummer, and then there have been just some games where I hit exactly what I need. If you're unfamiliar with this deck list, I did not make this list. I actually got this list from Bobby TCG. I'll put his picture down below. And yeah, I'm really enjoying the list, and I really like watching his content. So figured I would give it a try. He made it sound very fun. So we then play the Muzan that lets us, I almost called him Kuzan, the Muzan that lets us generate 2 energy if he's standing. So we are getting our energy online. We do want to be able to drop our proxy. He is a 6/2, 6 energy, 2 AP, but if you discard cards, which is always good in this deck, you want to get 15 to 20 cards in your sideline to really benefit from both your raid and your Muzan. Yeah, we want to get the energy so we can play him. And hey, we actually end up seeing our raid. Our raid is something that we can raid out, now if we wanted. It's not a terrible option if you ask me. I don't mind raiding it out early. And yep, looks like that's what we're gonna do. We are gonna drop, I think their name is, I call him Emu. I know that's not it. It's just been a little bit since I've watched Demon Slayer, and I always don't know my pronunciation. So we're gonna go ahead and play Purge, letting us KO one of our characters. So we sideline it, getting the benefit from the one sideline, and then drawing 2 cards. And we draw into the Muzan, which is really good. And I feel like there's a chance that Purge lets me restand my AP. I think I might be wrong. No. I don't think so. So my opponent does have a Nezuko on the front line. Nope. Okay, I was right. Never mind. Yep, I get to restand my AP. I will tap 1 to play Geisha Muzan in the back line, which is just a really solid card. I really like that Muzan. It's tempting to leave it in the back line for sure, but it's definitely stronger in the front, I feel, being able to attack as a 4 by just sidelining your own characters. So we go ahead and raid out our Emu there. That's what I'm calling them. Please correct me. And that lets us draw 2 and sideline 1. And I think that I'm going to sideline the Searcher Muzan. As I mentioned, sometimes I end up just sending my bodies that I want down to the bottom. So, let me know if you guys are running the Searcher, if you're running this deck. And yeah, there I am changing how my energy counter works. I'm using the spin down to count not only what I have in my sideline, but to count my energy. That's what that little bar on my playmat is. Playmat designed by me, of course. Links are down below. I'll be making a lot of different playmats. This is Kaiju number 8. I obviously plan to do Black Clover, Sword Art Online, probably One Punch Man, just everything I'm very excited about making. I just love making playmats. So he's gonna go ahead and play down, I think their name is Gion, I want to say. And that's gonna go ahead and rest my raid for the attack phase. We are gonna go ahead and get the special, I believe. Yep, special. So we're gonna remove that big boy right there, the Gion. I don't think that is correct, but I'm sorry. I will refresh on my Demon Slayer sayings, or my Demon Slayer names, after this. I just have to get this video out for tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and scoot that guy up, playing down the Muzan in the back line. Yep, because we have 4 energy in the back line. And then with the 4 energy, or the 6 energy in the back line, we are gonna play our proxy. I'll post his picture. I cannot remember how to say his name. But I get to discard 2 cards, and then that I will be able to gain Snipe and Impact. So a really solid way to clear board. I will go for sniping the poor little Nezuko and Impact into life. There's a chance I miss. Yeah, okay, there I am. And he gets the other Guillaume in his hand. We're just gonna hit him a couple of times. He gets 2 get triggers, and the final one is another. Wow, that's a lot, but no trigger on that one, and we'll go ahead and pass. So yeah, we have the little Muzan, the Searcher Muzan up front there. I didn't realize how good the Geisha Muzan was until a little bit into our playtesting sesh, which is what is happening here, which is why the table looks like a mess. And yeah, we were all, after the pre-release event, we were all just playtesting and building and tweaking and all that fun stuff. So I definitely was undervaluing. I was like, oh, that's like a double energy, like that's fine. And yeah, I feel like this deck, as long as you have a Muzan in the back line, like you're gonna be able to hit the energy you need for everything. The highest cost is 4, except for that proxy I have on the field. I can't remember his name. You guys know who I'm talking about by this point of the game. So Nezuko is gonna go up front. Tanjiro also going up front, and then a different Guillaume. The Ray Tanjiro coming down, which is a little bit scary. The line swapping that Nezuko and Tanjiro can do is really solid, and I end up getting to draw a card off a trigger, I believe, and we'll go ahead and block the Nezuko with my rated guy there, and he passes turn. Yeah, the Nezuko bouncing back and forth with Tanjiro is a little confusing. I don't understand it, and as I mentioned, my opponent was kind of getting familiar with his deck. This was all playtesting, so we're gonna go ahead and play some bodies on the back line to get some benefits, so we can power up Geisha Muzan and get some kills here. So yeah, so there I am, bottom decking 3 of my Muzans, and I gotta show my friend, this is our playtesting, looking for 4, and there I am thinking, is it 4 or 5? It's 5, and no, we just whiff. We just whiff with 3 of our Muzans. So I'm definitely on the fence about that card. Like, I like it, but like when it whiffs, it hurts. So I don't know. We'll see. But Geisha Muzan is gonna KO that other guy we played, get that 4K buff, that buff, making it a 4K, and I will play him out for the next turn. Geisha Muzan gonna go 4, get blocked by Nezuko. Another 4K swing with our proxy here, and he will go ahead and take that, getting a raid Tanjiro, but no target. Muzan gonna do a little poke. I believe he's a 2000 power. Yep, and then we'll swing 4 with our raid and see what he wants to do. We'll go ahead and take, and I think that's the special, is it not? Yeah, it is the special. He will remove my raid, which is fine with me. Puts 2 cards in my sideline, and I am not doing a great job of getting cards in my sideline this game. It is not looking. My sideline is looking very tiny, which is kind of a bummer. I know I've had some better games with the sideline progression. One thing I've realized is that sometimes taking life just to get more cards in my sideline, not bad. Of course, there's the happy medium, the line between how it should be done, but yeah, we'll see we'll see kind of what we're thinking, and because my opponent looks like he has 1 to 2 life I know the layout will tell you guys. I haven't put the layout in yet. Or the life counter, if you will. Yeah, he's taking some time thinking through his turn. I don't have anything with impact right now, so if he does block her up, it is gonna hurt. But he ends up killing Geisha Muzan, which also hurts. With the, I believe that's the Tanjiro there, the 2 AP Tanjiro, if I'm not mistaken. I'll try and remember to put a picture of him up too, just so you guys can see these cards, these new cards. And yeah, it looks like we have the raid in our hand, as well as a couple other good cards to play out. Tapping 1 to play the raid Tanjiro, just out without the raid. That definitely hurts, but you know, sometimes it has to be done. With this one, I'm actually going to go ahead and take no trigger on either of those. Kind of a bummer, but we do end up getting 2 more cards in trash, which is pretty okay. And we draw into Muzan's Blood. This is going to help us get a pretty big turnoff, I think. Starting with potentially a draw or a raid. So we'll see. Thinking about how to move, what I want to do. Yeah, thinking about playing something else, but gonna tap to draw. I think that's a pretty solid choice. And it looks like we get the special. I think is that the special. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and remove Tanjiro, and I will KO Muzan as well. No benefit from sidelining Muzan, but it does get him in my sideline, so I'll take it. And we will go ahead and draw a card, and then of course playing that event gets another card in my sideline. Definitely trying to get Muzan up front, but one of the cards I can use to do that we don't have, which is a bit of a bummer. Otherwise I have to wait till my next step phase, and with my raid character I get to draw 2 and trash 1, I believe. So we are going to trash the double energy Muzan. Don't need him at this point. And it looks like we aren't even going to use the AP restander, Muzan's Blood. So we swing 4 and we get the block out of that Tanjiro. Swing another 4 and we get a block, and then we swing the Muzan and he ends up blocking that as well. So, but his Tanjiro does get to stay on the board. Just counting how many cards I have in my discard to see if I will be able to move up Muzan. I think I'm relatively close, but not there yet. He is going to go ahead and sideline my raid, which is going to get 2 more cards in there, which is pretty great. Definitely don't mind in this deck when I have to get my raids sidelined. But he ends up swinging 4 with Tanjiro, and I'll take to get more cards in the trash, and no trigger there. And passing turn. And I think that there's potentially... I think this game went on longer than it should have, because do I KO something of mine? No, I think I forget to KO something of mine. Yeah, okay, so I got really excited because I was like, as soon as I play this is 20, I get something in my sideline, I get to move Muzan up. And then I did it, I went to KO, and I was like, I can't move Muzan up. Like, I don't have that ability right now. Like, dang it, that stinks, you know, so... a little bit of a misplay. I probably would have sidelined the baby Muzan on the top of on my attack, because then we're just going to do this to finish the game. We are going to snipe and get impact, discarding those 2 cards. and swinging for, I think, game, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like he might have more than two. He might have 1 or 2 lives, but I'll go ahead and snipe Tanjiro. And oh, he does have 1 and no final. So we are able to get the win there. We did recover a little bit. But yeah, so ultimately I would have sidelined that Muzan up front, and then that would have been that. But yeah, gotta figure out, because I know there's one card that lets me move Muzan mid-turn, basically. So yeah, gotta figure out how that works a little bit better. But yeah, this is the Demon deck, and I've been really enjoying it. Curious what you guys are building, what you guys are playing in Demon Slayer. If you're playing Demon Slayer, or if you're waiting for One Punch Man, you know, this card right here, this is the one that helps me move. But anyways, I digress. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, hit that like button down below. Helps me out more than you can ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and if you are looking for a Union Arena playmat, check down below for my shop, 1000 Noble, and get yourself something nice. But I'll end it here, guys. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day.